Can you feel me? Come on, it's Friday. Where y'all from? Good morning. It's Friday in sunny California. It was 100 degrees here yesterday. 100 degrees on October 15th. Good morning, good morning. Where y'all from? Tell me where you're from in the comments. Good morning, everybody. My name is Iraboman. This is Follow Me Live. We do this week in and week out. Why do we do it? Well, we do it because in social media, you want to meet new people. Sometimes you need the opportunity to meet new people because, if you only were to talk to the people that you already know, you might not grow. So Project Help You Grow was started over 2 years ago with the sole intent, the sole purpose to be a growth incubator. That's what it was created for. And you might go, well, Ira, I know Project Help You Grow helps people find jobs for free all over the world, and you've been doing it for years. Yes, that's true. But when I originally created it, was project was going to last for a week or two. And the only purpose for it was to help people grow. Look, it's morphed into two purposes. The Follow Me Live is one end and the job seeking is the other. But what happened there, in case you guys don't know the story, if you're not familiar with the backstory there, as people were joining Project Help You Grow, they were asking me, hey, can you help me find a job? And I'm talking to like half the people that would join it, which, hey, my aunt's on. Good morning, Aunt Becky. AKA, now this is how you know I love you when I tease you, right? So I call her the warden. I won't tell you why I call her the warden, but she's my favorite aunt, but don't let anybody else know, okay? That's just between me and you. LinkedIn user, good afternoon from New Jersey. Now, if you're not familiar with this expression, this LinkedIn user, why does this happen? It's because in your settings, your profile settings, you need to open it up and allow it to share. Let LinkedIn share with third parties, because when we record live on LinkedIn, we don't actually do it from LinkedIn. We do it from a third source, and then we broadcast back in. And so, is it a dry heat? Well, yeah, so's your oven, right? Turn your oven to 100 degrees, stick your head in, turn the blower on, and stick your head in. It's it's 100 degrees, dude. I've lived in Texas, I've lived in Ohio, I've lived in Las Vegas, and I've lived in California. I've lived in Utah too. I'm going to tell you a myth that you guys don't understand. Dry heat is not all you think it is. It's cool. Like when you get out for 10 minutes, you get out of your car and you're standing there for 10 minutes. You're like, this is nothing. I could do this. But what you don't consider is, what is it like to be in it all day? It's a deal. It's a deal. It's 100 degrees. Where is it? How hot is it where you are? It's not 100 degrees where you are. It's been 100 degrees here since April. I think actually May. It was 100 degrees here in May. It's been 100 plus since. Now we have had days in the 90s and 80s even here and there. But for the most part, every day it's 100 degrees. It's ridiculous. So, but I don't need a coat. I guess that's one advantage living here. Good morning, everybody. I think I saw Mike from LinkedIn and from YouTube. I really appreciate that. By the way, I'm going to talk about YouTube today. If you're looking for a channel to follow on YouTube with videos, do you know that I put out videos every day? I get paid to do it. I run Bowman Digital Media. We're a media company. We create videos for other companies. In fact, one of the things I'm going to show you guys today is I'm going to recap some of the stuff I did this week. I think that's interesting. I hope it is. So anyways, it's 8 p.m. Friday. Thank you for joining. What is the temperature right now in the UAE? Well, it's 8 o'clock. So what was do you know what your high for the day was? I'm trying to learn like more than just a time about places. So that's a fun thing you could do today. Share with me, what was your high? Either yesterday's high, if you know that off the top of your head, like it happened to be 100 degrees. I only know that because here's what's funny. So I'm taking my kid RJ to piano yesterday. RJ is like me. RJ is very competitive. He wants to win. If he's going to do something, he wants to win. Now, RJ has straight A's. You have to know this about this kid. He has straight A's, okay? Across the board. Everything's an A. In some of his classes, he's got over 100% because they let them do extra credit. In, I think, 2 classes, he's under 100. His GPA right now, which is not, it's like midterm, it doesn't even matter. But his GPA right now is 99.86%. Now, most of you, if your kids brought home a 99.86%, they'd be like begging you for some prize or award or like, recognition that they're the bomb.com, right? My kid on the way to piano is beating himself up and trying to figure out how he can drag that score up those 0.14%, right? It's not even a quarter point. We're talking less than a quarter of a point, almost, well, just over a tenth of a point. So anyways, he's like, and I'm not kidding you, it's not like him being funny or trying to be funny. He like legitimately wants to get that sucker up over 100%. I'm very proud. Now, if you say, well, what grade is he in? Is he, first grade? No, this kid's a junior in high school. So he really wants it bad. He works hard for it, and I'm proud of him. Also, I'm super proud. My youngest daughter just won Student of the Month for her elementary school, which is cool. And then one of my junior high kids won Student of the Week. So the Bowman kids are doing pretty good. It's all my wonderful parenting. Or it's because my wife is awesome. One or the other. I'll let you guys decide which it is. 98 in Vallejo yesterday. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. But it was hotter here. 100. Actually, it was kind of funny because on the car ride home, it oscillated between 99 and 100. And RJ goes, this is so funny. He goes, it was 99.86 at one point, just to mock me. My kid is funny. Anyways, okay, let's see. I didn't get all the good evenings and the good mornings and all that stuff in here. Let me continue with this. Candy from Luxembourg. Good evening. Shanky, good evening. Where y'all from? Where are you from? Good evening. I could kind of tell where you're from by what time of day it is, right? Romana, good evening or good morning. It's probably, it's mostly afternoon, at least everywhere, right? If you're East Coast or further, then it's afternoon or evening. So it could be, if you're in Chicago like Mike, it's 11 o'clock. And if you're Mountain Time like my mom, it's 10 o'clock and so forth. Romana, oh, he's just saying hi. Cool. Great to connect today. From Salt Lake City, good morning. So Mark is somebody I just connected with. He was actually asking me for an appointment. Not to embarrass Mark, but I don't know if people understand, but I have 200,000 followers just on my LinkedIn profile. In fact, I have more than that because of my business profiles, because I have 23,000 followers on Project Help You Grow and 189,000 followers on my personal account. So, and then you add my Bowman Coaching and my Bowman Digital Media audiences. I'm over 200,000, well over 200,000 followers here. I get conservatively 100 messages a day, requests a day for an appointment of 10 to 15 minutes. Hey, I just want to, get to know more about you and learn about your business and figure out how we can network and all that stuff. Dude, I can't do it, guys. I really can't do it. And I explained it to Mark, and he was gracious. Like, hey, I understand. Thank you so much for that. That's the only reason I bring it up, because he was gracious. Because I get some that get nasty with me. They're like, well, aren't you high on your horse? No, I'm not high on my horse. It's just my reality. And I get it. When you have 2,000 or 3,000 followers, you don't have that volume, so you don't understand it. I totally get it. Look, there are growing pains. and this is Follow Live, so this is the perfect time to talk about it. As you grow your strategies, you will have to adjust them 100%. Look, I really enjoyed having a network of 5,000 people. I thought I was the king of the hill. Man, it was easy. It didn't have to change nothing. I could just handle it all. But with volume, you will get crushed if you don't make changes. Well, I was growing my network from 5 to 25,000 people. I slept 2 hours a day. I didn't make many changes, but I slept 2 hours a day. I'm not talking about once in a while. I'm talking about every single day for 6 months straight. I only slept 2 hours. If you can do that, then you can hang on to your old systems longer. But there will get a point, trust me, where you just can't keep up doing it the way you're doing it. So you have to do things like, manage your bookmarks. Go to my YouTube channel and watch that video. I'll teach you how to engage with more of your audience faster so that you can kind of keep up. Things like no longer accepting every meeting request because you want to be nice. And I do want to be nice. And I love people. I love to help people. That's why Project Help You Grow is 100% free. That's why only reason I do Bowman coaching, which I redid the website this week. I'm going to show you that too. So, but you will have to make adjustments, guys, is the whole point. So as you grow, look for ways to get more efficient and manage, and then try to have a little bit of grace like Mark did with me. When someone says, hey, I really can't, I would love to meet with you, but I really can't. And it might not be because they have a huge network. It might just be because they're busy at work. I have, as you all pretty much know by now, I have 8 kids. Also, I run 3 businesses. Also, my wife has been down for the count because of this concussion. I serve in ministry at church. I have kids that are doing activities that, like the piano. I have to take them to do things. And, it happens. So anyways, have grace with people because you don't know what struggle they're going through, what battle they're facing. You don't know somebody right before you talk to them could have just chewed them out. You have no idea, right? So when you can, whenever you can, be kind, be nice, be understanding. And you might that one bad experience, that first initial bad experience for you could just be an anomaly, right? And it could be just a blip. And then you find that you have a really good networking partner and a friend. Like I was in a networking meeting last night, a LinkedIn local for one of the counties in LA. I can't remember which one, honestly. But it was with Gracie. And we had, 16, 18, something like that people in the room. And there was a person in there that I'd met at an event the first time that I went. And we didn't hit it off. But we were mature about it. Maybe I'm not your cup of tea. Maybe you're not my cup of tea. But we were mature about it. Guess what? Since we've been out, we still connected. We still comment on stuff and see stuff. Anyways, figured out that it was just that bad initial experience. And then, last night, actually, I started to appreciate that person. So things can change over time too, even if you have a bad first expression or first bad interaction. What is SPN's site, Michael O'Connor? Don't just assume everybody knows what the letter SPN means. SPN stands for Service Professionals Network, and it is a free social networking site that allows you to boost your social media profile and your website profiles across the internet for free. Whether you're a job seeker, whether you are a business owner, whether you're in sales, whatever it is that you're trying to do, maybe you're an entrepreneur, you could be an author, right? Like you have a book or something. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, SPN can help you boost your visibility. And it's free, 100% free. So check it out. ServiceProfessionalsNetwork.com. It's cooler in Cincinnati. Yeah, I used to live in Cincinnati. Actually, I used to live in Fairfield, Ohio, but I worked in downtown Cincinnati. So yeah, my wife's family is from St. Bernard. And so she likes to say, never mind. I like Grater's ice cream. I miss Grater's ice cream. Talking a little Cincinnati here. 10 degrees Celsius in Luxembourg. I love to say that, Luxembourg. I will take the heat. It's chilly in the Midwest. Yeah, it can be. When we lived in Ohio, so we were below highway, I think that was 74, right? And so it seemed to be like that highway, for whatever reason, was the snow line, the great snow line. So we would get something like 9 inches of snow a year. Not a big deal. But above that, they would get tons of snow. So it was cold enough to snow, just not a lot of moisture. What got me about Ohio weather was actually the summer thunderstorms because they were intense. Like, I didn't grow up with tornadoes. So tornadoes, like, the way most people, normal people, think about earthquakes, it scares them. Earthquakes don't scare me at all. But tornadoes, gotta tell you, not a fan. Really not a fan. Don't mind the lightning and the thunder and all that stuff, kind of cool. But the thunderstorms that turn into tornadoes, I'd rather not be there. Hi there. Don't know who you are, but welcome. We'll take the heat. Oh, we already saw that. Sorry. I'm not sure what that's in reference to at this point. From Dallas, hello, Krista. Again, Vorden. Good morning. It's been a while since I've seen her now. I'm kind of sad about that. We moved away from the Bay Area. Oh, about the kids. Yeah. Yeah, my youngest is 6. My oldest is 20. So it's a 14-year split. One set of twins. That's always the one question. And they are all mine. I get that question. And no, I'm not Catholic or Mormon. Those are the questions I get about the kids. They're all mine. One set of twins. I'm not Catholic or Mormon. Anyways, just in case you were curious. Good morning, Jackie. Look, if you're not connected to Jackie Lynch, let me tell you something. Jackie Lynch is one heck of a networking friend, partner, whatever you want to call it. She shares my posts all the time. She comments on my posts. She will share my posts not only on LinkedIn, but also Facebook. I really, really appreciate Jackie. I think if you're looking to connect with somebody today, like this is Follow Me Live, reach out to Jackie. Send her a connection request. She is 100% Iraboman endorsed, for whatever that's worth. There you go. I love that. Have grace with people. Yeah. Look, the world's having a bad year. My kid just told me on the way home from piano last night. He's like, Dad, did you hear it official? It's official that they're not going back to school. So they've been homeschooling, even though they're in public school. They've been homeschooling. He's like, Dad, and it's his junior year. I feel bad for him. He's like, Dad, we are not going back until at least January. Like, that's the soonest. And I said, son, you're not even going to go back in January because we're getting up on flu season. And if you think that the coronavirus has been bad before flu season, wait till you see what happens to it on flu season. It's going to get worse. It's already getting worse across the board. I've been hearing about reports that they're ramping up what they're doing in Europe. And we live in Riverside County. Riverside County is the 11th worst county, meaning we have the 11th highest incident rate in the United States. So we live in a hot zone, which is what it is. But we have not been out of lockdown since they locked us down in the first place, right? So many of you are out and about and you're doing your day-to-day stuff like normal. And, you can go out to eat and you can go to these businesses. You can go to the gym. You can do whatever you want. Your kids are in school. None of that's true for us. We have not been able to eat out since March, I think was the last time that we actually went out to eat and got to eat out. The restaurants that are open, it's takeout only or drive-through. But our churches were closed for the longest time. Now our church happens to be open, but we have these protocols in place where we're spread out and they have sanitizing stations and they're not doing things like the tithing and there's no choir and stuff like that. So there's guidelines that they have to follow to let us assemble, but we are allowed to assemble. So we do. But that's about the only real activity that we get outside of our house is, my son's piano lessons and the church stuff that we do. So anyways, yeah, be kind to people. Just be kind. You should always be nice anyways. Because like I said, there's a lot of people, I think World Mental Health Day was just a couple days ago. And anyways, suicide's a big, big deal all the time. Anyways, you just don't know what people are going through. Many of you know I lost my friend Kirsty to suicide last month. And, it's definitely put it in the forefront of my mind. I knew she was struggling. I tried to help her with her struggles. So Kirsty Bonner's struggles were, well, she made a lot of it public because she was trying to help people with this topic. But anyways, you don't know. You look at somebody and you think, oh, they're very successful. Like Kirsty Bonner was more successful than a lot of people. She had 2.3 million followers the day that she committed suicide. She had a thriving business. A lot of people aspired to be her. Anyways, success doesn't mean that you're fine. Success doesn't mean that you're not hurting, right? So you don't know what the other person is thinking. You don't know their battles, their challenges, none of it. You could be the final straw that pushes them over the edge, or you also could be like that glimmer of hope that, hey, you know what? Maybe there is someone who actually cares about me, which is why I recommend you reach out to people every once in a while. You reach out to them. You show them that you care with communication and time. I made a video this week. I'm going to show it too. It's a Bowman coaching video, but it's about time. It's the one thing that we all can do. It doesn't cost anything. In fact, you can't even buy it. We all get the same amount for as long as we're alive, right? You get 24 hours a day. How you invest your time, how you spend your time is how you show people, in my opinion, that you really care. You can buy me something, whatever. You might have billions of dollars, and so it didn't really cost you anything. You know what I mean? But if you spend an hour with me, you're here on Follow Me. I appreciate that, right? I will typically network and hang out with those who choose to hang out with me. If I see you in my sphere hanging out with me, I will make it a point to engage with you. In fact, I will respond to every single comment that isn't on a video post for that reason. Not sure what that means. About Service Professionals Network? Probably. No doubt about that. 100%. Yep. So you guys got it. You're on track. Let's see here. What is this? Will there be much hiring in November, December because of Christmas holidays? No, there's hiring all the time. So I track numbers. I'm a nerd. I'm analytics nerd. Hiring has continued to climb. Now, if there's a regression, excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat. Okay. If there's a regression in hiring, which there might be, it will be because the COVID has ramped back up and the economy has clamped back down because of health regulations and restrictions. That is possible. But what carries November and December hiring through is a couple things. And a lot of you, you're not in business, you don't understand this. But there's tax incentives for business owners to spend money. So they have to make investments, because if they don't, they're going to owe taxes. Some of that can be in the form of capital equipment. Some of that can be in the form of training, their existing staff, and some of that can be in the form of hiring. Maybe they're going to purchase. So anyways, they're going to spend money. When businesses need to spend money, that's a good thing for employees and those who are on the job search market. Okay. So there's that. But the job numbers, if you look at job numbers, the number of unemployment in the United States has steadily decreased like a stair step. I expect the next report to come out to say 6 something based on the trajectory and the projection of the last few months. Now, I'm not an economist, and I don't have a crystal ball. It's just that's my best guess. And I haven't done that research in a couple weeks, so those numbers might actually already be out, and I just haven't seen them. But that's on my list of things to do today, so I will let you know next time. In fact, if you join me tomorrow I have Ask Ira. It's Job Seekers Q&A. That starts at 9 a.m. in the morning, California time, Pacific time. So if you join me tomorrow at 9 a.m., same time that the show started, then I'll have that answer for you. That'll be one of the things that we can talk about. Okay. But no, I do not expect there to be a slowdown. Now, there could be some in regional pockets, right? So I'm turning this off because my camera's struggling with my face. I'm going from orange to yellow. Anyways, I'll have that answer tomorrow, but I don't expect it. There could be some regional, there could be some in certain niches, like certain industries, but I don't expect there to be a major slowdown. I assumed you're going to tell people. Oh, yeah. He assumed I was going to tell people about Project Help You or Service Professionals Network. What's up, Mike O'Connor? Good morning, Greg. Okay, lovely. I am a twin. Cool. I am not. All right, we got tons of comments. I'm behind. Tornado, sometimes too, sometimes. Yeah, I don't like tornadoes. I really don't like tornadoes at all. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, it seems like we're having inner conversations, which is totally great. I love that, actually. I'm going to change gears. What I want to do is I want to highlight the week. Okay, I want to share my screen. Sorry. There we go. Okay, so you guys know me for Project Help You Grow, but I also have Bowman Digital Media and I have Iraboman.com. Now, Iraboman.com is my Bowman coaching site. Now, when I launched it, it was actually kind of a hodgepodge because I had Project Help You Grow, but I had Bowman coaching and I was doing some social media graphics and I didn't really have a place to house it because, I was in the print world and I was an employee. But after I took over my job, lost my job, I was fired. It wasn't for performance; it was for COVID. But I was laid off. Um, I started Bowman Digital Media, and so like all my videos and my graphics and that stuff, that I do has naturally gone over to Bowman Digital Media. So Ira Bowman kind of became the de facto website for Bowman coaching, but it didn't look like it. It didn't feel like it. It was kind of a hodgepodge. So the last couple days, I set out to redo it, and yesterday I spent about 12 hours and just revamped the site. So I'm going to give you guys a tour of iraboman.com. Now it's really easy because it's just my name, iraboman.com, but this is my social media coaching. If you don't know that, I do that. So I help people build an audience to get more from social media. Okay. So you can learn about it. I coach, I'm a sales trainer, and I create. You need advice, you want video courses, you want to see some testimonials. Now, what I did on this is I just took, people who gave me recommendations on LinkedIn. I just pulled them over. And if you actually go, you can click on the names. So Biana and Liana and Brad and Carol, if you click on them, it'll take you straight to their LinkedIn profiles, which is kind of cool. And then there's my coach's corner and you can book a session. So this is all just the homepage, but then I have the free. I always do something for free because I'm trying to help people out. So if you can't afford a coaching session with me, which is $100 an hour, so it's just a flat $100 an hour fee. Sorry, I'm recording, so this is going to take a little bit longer. But on this tab, Bowman Coaching, it has all the 60 seconds with Bowman Coaching series. So you can watch all these movies 100%. They're not movies, they're videos. 100% for free. You can watch them. There are lessons in there. How to build your network, how to communicate, how to, do all kinds of stuff. And they're business related, but it's free. So if you're looking for that, if you want to learn more about me, has my story on there. What can I do for you? Stop struggling, ready to start, all this stuff. And then, yeah, there's me. And then the Ira Bowman one is my blog. So I only have 3 articles in here for now. Honestly, this blog needs some love. I'm going to write a blog for it today. I was supposed to do it yesterday and I didn't. But anyways, I'll have a new one. Then I have a partners tab. A lot of you don't do this on your websites, but I really think you should, because if you will put other folks on your partners tab on your website, the odds are they will return the favor. And so then you can start to build your SEO. So I have a partners tab and nobody pays for it, right? Like it's not a paid spot. I like them. I put them on my partners tab and then they like me and they put their partners tab Actually, I probably shouldn't show this page because it's got my contact information. But anyways, you can scroll down here and see it, and then there's a book a session. So if you're curious, like, what do I get for my $100 an hour, Ira? Well, I tell you, you can have sales strategy, social media strategy, or business coaching. And one thing that makes my my coaching sessions unique is I actually record it and send you the video, so you can play it back and watch it again if you need to. Okay. So, anyways, I created that this week, or I should say I revamped it this week. So there's that. So that's one of the things that I did this week. Now, I'm going to share some other stuff that I did this week, but I'm going to pull them up. So we'll come back to this view. So if you have something, look, what did you do this week? Do you have something that you can share in the comments, or a question maybe about what I do? You can do that too. Thank you very much. I think it looks a lot better. It was inconsistent the way it was before, and it was kind of like just off to the side, and I ignored it because I had, to do stuff for Bowman Digital Media. And then many of you know, a couple months ago, I transferred the Project Help You Grow servers from Dealers League, who created the website for me a few years back. And they were running it for me behind the scenes, keeping the servers up and keeping me protected from cyber attacks and things like that. They did all that for the first 2 years. On the birthday of Project Help You Grow, I took it over and said, you know what, now that I own Bowman Digital Media, it doesn't make sense for me to have somebody else doing that for me when I'm getting paid to do that for other people. So anyways, transferred it over. When I did that, I went through some changes, right? I made some changes to Project Help You Grow, and that took a lot of time. I finally finished all that, about 2 weeks ago. So all the links work, the updates are done. I moved some stuff around, and I made some back-end changes. Anyways, it's all been done, but that was taking up a lot of my time. So anyways, the time to fix Iraboman was upon me. So there we go. This is one of the things why I hang out with Mike so much. Mike and I, we like each other, which is really nice, right? We're friends, but we work well together because he's good at what he does, and he's like me. He's in it every day. We take this stuff very, very seriously. So, invariably, when people say, who do you recommend? I mean, Mike always comes out of my mouth, and vice versa. He's always recommending me because we know what each other offer, and it's smart. And I always like to give Mike credit to him. Like, hey, Mike's the one who put it in my head that I needed to grow in the first place. Mike didn't tell me how to grow. Mike didn't create Project Help You Grow, but he gave me the idea that I needed to grow. And from that, the rest is fruit of the vine. So I always like to give Mike a little credit for that. Thank you very much. I think it looks really good. I actually think it's my best site. So if you want to say, Ira, what's the best you got? Go look at Iraboman.com. I think that is my best work now. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles that some of my client websites I've built have, because I didn't need it, frankly, and I didn't have all the content that I would need to incorporate it. But for a coach site, it's a great site. And I think it's one, like, if you need a website built, I can build that for you in a couple days. Cost you $1,000. That's what I charge. Okay. But I don't make you wait 6 months or 6 weeks, and everything will work. So you get it fast. It works. It looks really good, and it doesn't cost you $1 million. So there it is. That's Bowman Digital Media. I didn't share that site. Maybe I should, but I'm going to bring up my YouTube. One of the things that I do is I do social media management for companies. And one of the companies, hang on a second, I got to share my screen again. One of the companies that I do this for is NBS. So I made this video for them yesterday. Are you looking to add a new women business enterprise print or manufacturing partner here in the United States? If so, we implore you to take a look at NBS. We are proud to have Janet Robertson as our principal owner since October of 2002. So if you need a new print vendor who's a WBE, visit nbsinc.net to learn how we can help you. Okay, so I made that video yesterday. Like people go, "What do you do at Bowman Digital Media? Like, what is it?" Right? Well, I make videos, I make graphics, everything that you saw in there. I either, shot it, recorded it, put it together, all that stuff. So, I do those videos and then I help promote them on social media. But I run their social media page. I help build backlinks for them for their SEO and that kind of stuff. So I'm just helping them to be seen on social media to get folks to conversions over to the website and then get those visitors to actually a call to action, get them to do something. So I also have a client now that I am running their Google ads and their paid advertising. So most of the growth stuff that I do is organic with Bowman Digital Media. So if you're looking for like organic growth, you don't have a ton of money that you want to spend on advertising. Most of my clients fit that description. So I run Bowman Digital Media. There's my family in the background. So what do we do, right? Well, Bowman Digital Media, it's sales generation by design. That's really what it is. Just if you had to ask me, nail it down or boil it down to its most basic component, I help people build their sales via design, videos, logos, graphics, social media content, right? So if you own a business and you want to book a session with me, go ahead and book it. I will make the 10 to 15 minutes for you if you have a business need. Okay. Bowman Digital Media, you can learn about what we do, but I have all kinds of videos and samples of my work. Like if you're looking for print media, if you're looking for background removal, if you need an animated logo, if you need a video made. So if you want to see my work, these are social media graphics that I've put together. Here's a website that I built. Here's a logo that I designed from scratch. I actually do custom photo and video services too. So I will come out. Now this is mostly for California and Las Vegas. But if you need somebody to come out and shoot a video of your event or headshots for your company, stuff like that. I do product shoots too. So I've had a few companies now pay me to come out and shoot camera shots and video over a day and then make campaigns on social media out of it. I do all that. So I'm not a Hollywood studio. I have 2 cameras that I use and I have a bunch of software, right? So I'm limited. I'm not the person like if you want to shoot a feature film, that's not what I do, right? But if you want to promote your widget, I could do that. Or you need headshot, like I said, headshot for your team. I just put out a video for Pananos this week too. In fact, I'll find that video real quick. Hang on a second. I got to get over to the other screen. And let's see if I go videos. Nope. Hang on. I gotta get back. Okay, so this one here. So I put this video together yesterday or this week too.
Are you looking to increase the power of your brand? I suggest you be like my friends over at Pananos. Their website, their social media pages, even their staff have incorporated the same colors and scheme to increase the power of the branding throughout the internet. Why is this important? If you want people to remember what you do and who you are, branding is 100% important. Pananos is a talent acquisition and management company that has their branding game on point. If you need help doing the same thing, I suggest you contact me at bowmandigitalmedia.com and let me help. Have a great day.
Okay, so as you can see, if you take headshots and I do the background removal, which I did for those shots, and you add your custom brand colors around it, it can be high impact to help carry throughout your social media activities, which is what Pananos paid me to do. So not only did they pay me to do the photo editing and build out the frames so that everybody had the same look and feel for consistent branding, then I also get paid to help promote their social media activities, right? And backlink build. So I create the video, I throw in the backlinks and spread it all over the internet. And anyways, that's what people are using Bowman Digital Media for. So if you're looking for help, with stuff like that, then Bowman Digital Media is the place for you to go. I actually have a menu on my website. I'll pull it up. So if you go to bowmandigitalmedia.com and you just click on this button right there, right there, you can see all my prices. I have 3 different social media packages that I offer: the basic, the professional, and the premium. But then I also have a whole host of a la carte. We talked about the web design. I have all these different options for you to consider. So that's at Bowman Digital Media if you're curious about that. Okay. So many of you know me for Project Help You Grow. You don't even know I do coaching or that I run this media company for a living. Right. And then you see, so I have 4 logos in my background. Right. You see Bowman Digital Media, you see Project Help You Grow, you see Exit Your Way, you see Bowman Coaching. Well, what is this one? Exit Your Way. Exit Your Way. I don't own it. Although my kids were surprised when they found that out. They're like, what do you mean you don't own it? No, I work for them. I'm a fractional employee. I run their LA division. I run the office here, which is out of my house in LA. But I run marketing and sales for Exit Your Way. And I help with, not only trying to sell and increase people's sales, but also help with some of the social media stuff. And like we're redoing the website, and we promote it on social media. We have networking events and things like that. But, Exit Your Way helps businesses get more out of their business. As a business owner, we have a la carte services: sales acceleration, social media. You want to ramp up your e-commerce. You need a certified valuation. It could be a lot of things. You might need executive training. There's a whole host of things that we do. You can do those a la carte, but the bigger picture, we're trying to help people when they're ready to walk away. It's time to sell your business. 80% of businesses cannot be sold because they're just not, they can't stand on their own without the owner, right? The owner is so much infused into the business that without the owner, the business isn't worth anything. What Exit Your Way helps do is to rearrange everything and to make the changes needed so that your business not only can stand on its own, it thrives. And in that process, we call it the Exit Your Way process. And it takes a while. It takes 18 months, 24 months. It doesn't happen overnight. It's a process. But we're not just brokers, right? We don't just come in, throw a price tag on it, and then advertise it everywhere and try and get you the highest price. That's not what we do. Now, that is part of what we do. We do advertise it. We do try to help you get the highest price. But we roll up our sleeves. We jump in and we work with you. In fact, we help kind of separate you, not to break your heart, but you're going to sell it. So you have to be ready to walk away, right? So we help peel you out, incorporate an integrator or whatever we need to do, build your sales, get everything so that all the numbers are trending up, and that increases your value. And then when it's time and the buyer comes, when they look at it without you as part of it, they go, that's a good investment. And that's what has to happen. So that's what we do at Exit Your Way, in case you were curious. Okay. So anyways, that's the 4 logos behind me. The other thing I'm excited about this week. Now, I haven't had anybody share like what you're excited about. What did you accomplish this week? One of the things that I accomplished this week, I actually ordered custom shirts. I create at Bowman Digital Media. Look, I've been in a print business for 20 years. It's actually a little bit more than 20 years, but anyways, let's say 20 years. I've been in the print business for 20 years. I ordered some Bowman Digital Media embroidered shirts, which I'm excited about, and also a custom background, because if you don't know, like on Tuesdays, I do speed networking with Mike and Ira. We do that on Remo. And on Thursdays, we do the Exit Your Way roundtable, which is awesome. And then later today, actually, on Remo, Kurt Anderson is running a manufacturing workshop for manufacturers. That's why it's manufacturing. Anyways, so he does that. So for all of those things, I can't use a virtual background. So I ordered myself a step and repeat banner that I created, 6 feet by 6 feet, so that I could put it on my green screen, drape it over. So when the virtual background doesn't work, I can have you not look at a giant green screen, which is kind of obnoxious. Because if I turn this screen off, and I will right now, just for fun, I will show you what is it? What does Ira look like right now? This is what I actually look like right now, right? I don't think that that's very fun to look at. I mean, we could have fun with virtual backgrounds now. I have all kinds of them. My former employer, Project Help You Grow, my baby. We got Bowman Digital Media, right? This was a build your own business social media concierge thing that I did. I had my Grow and Excel courses, right? So anyways, I've got all these different virtual backgrounds. This is the one that I like to roll with. So anyways, but behind me is not what you see. It's that green screen. But when when the virtual background options don't work, I think it looks awful. It looks like pea soup. I don't know. You might really like pea soup. But anyways, let me ask you this. What is one thing that happened to you or that you accomplished this week that you would love to share? We've got 16 people following us right now on LinkedIn. I have no idea how many people are on YouTube or Facebook because I don't check those. Honestly, everything comes in through the comments come in through the StreamYard that I use. So tell me, like, what is it? So I've shared, I did the Pananos video. I did the NBS video. I redid Iraboman.com, which I spent some time on that, this stuff for the one day. I actually, I don't know if I want to talk about it or not. I was going to join a partnership. Somebody reached out to me about an idea that I think is fantastic, like really good. And anyways, it was just a 15-minute exploratory thing. And then I'm like, all right, let's talk about this in depth. So then we booked an hour and we talked about it for an hour. And anyways, loved the idea. I actually committed to the idea in principle. But then before I signed the paperwork, after thinking about it a couple of days, I'm like, you know what? I cannot do this because I don't have the time to invest. So there's that. So here, so glad that Mike brought this up because he's like a kid at Christmas time for this app to come out. So there's two stores. There's the Apple store and then there's the Google store, right, for Android. There is an app that you can download right now and implement right now for Service Professionals Network, the website, which I use every day. I just go to the website, right? But I pretty much sit at my computer all day, every day. I get paid to do that. So that's what I do. Mike knows that 60% of people online are actually not on a computer. They're on some sort of device, right? So he's got this app for Google. It's approved. It's there right now. Go to the App Store, Google Store. What do they call it? Google Play or Google Pay or something like that now. Anyways, whatever they call it now. Used to be the App Store. Anyways, go there, dial in Service Professionals Network, download that app, create your account, and boost yourself. If you want to grow on social media, this is a free way to do it. Boost yourself. Do it right now. Take 30 seconds. That's all it'll take you. 30 seconds. And he is very excited. Now, this one is what I'm excited for because I don't know if you noticed, but I have an iPhone. He calls us iPhone snobs. Whatever. I just like a phone that works. So get my Apple approved. Apple, I want my SPN. I want my SPN. Doesn't work, but anyways, that's what I want. I want the app. I really want an app for Project Help You Grow too. I'm kind of jealous. Don't tell Mike. I don't want him to know I'm jealous, but I'm kind of jealous because I have wanted an app for Project Help You Grow for the last couple of years. Now I'm looking at WEP, which is a little bit different than what Mike's done. Mike's done the better option, which is the actual app, but I need something. If Project Help You Grow is going to take that next step of progression, I need an app. To do that, I'm going to need sponsors. And I'm actually thinking about I know it's going to sound stupid because I pay for I pay for everything for Project Up and Grow anyways. But I'm thinking about sponsoring, Bowman Digital Media sponsoring Project Up and Grow. It's silly because Bowman Digital Media is the only reason Project Up and Grow is still exists. Because without it, I would have had to shut it down. I have the Android version and I love it. I would expect nothing else from my friend Jackie, who I still say, if you have not connected to Jackie, come back to you in a second, Stuart. If you haven't connected to Jackie, if that's all you get done on Follow Me today, do that. 100%. She has the room. She will accept you and you will love her energy and her attitude. She is super, super cool. Okay. There we go. This week, my primary business was a little slow, so I took the hobby of woodworking. Oh, that is super cool. So he built a custom headboard for a client, and now he's building reclaimed wood mount art. Do you have any photo? I don't know how I would share it. I'd love to see that, Stuart. Send me, if you don't mind, send me a picture of that. Like DM me a picture. If you can do it quick enough, I'm going to be off the air in 9 minutes. But if you can get that to me in the next 9 minutes, I will actually put that on the show. I think that's super cool. Good job. Yeah, Apple is very strict. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, so the WPs, though, if you're not familiar with that, it's like for push notifications, basically. If you have a WP app, what it allows you to do is still send out, as a website, send out notifications, which is good. It's better than nothing. And it's a lot cheaper, obviously, to get that done. So Jackie is awesome. There is no doubt about it. And Mike approves. Yeah, look. What Mike and I are honestly looking for in networking partners is people who show up every day and who actually engage. That's what we want. You to be kind, because if you're not kind, I don't care who you are, we're going to block you. So as long as you're kind, the next thing that we want is we want to like see you. You know what I mean? Like, where are you? Be friendly, be kind. And then what we really hope for is somebody who's got a brain, who's going to post things that are interesting and not like boring or mind-numbingly awful, give bad advice. So we want people who, ultimately would love people to give good advice. But that's what we're looking for. So if you can do that, that's pretty cool. Share it on SPN site. This guy's got a one-track mind, but that's why he's successful. Anyways, send me a DM. It'll be faster. I'm not on SPN right now, Mike. I know that's hard to believe because I'm always on it, but I'm not on it at the moment. I could change that though. I know how to get there. I just have to put in the letters SE and it takes me right to serviceprofessionalsnetwork.com. Win-win. That's what we try to do. Okay. I was at a networking event. I told you last night that was one of the things I did. I was at a networking event last night. It was a virtual networking event. One of the things we were talking about are tips. Like the question that people want, and many of you probably want it. How do you get somebody to respond to a DM was the question that was posed. Now, I'm going to tell you, and this is what I told them. I don't recommend you start with a DM. So back up a step. When you are on social media and you want to get to know somebody or you want to do business with somebody, they're a prospect in your mind. The very first thing that you have to do is realize that they are a person, not just a transaction. So don't think about somebody as a future transaction. Think about them as a person. What I recommend that you do, this is called Follow Me Friday. What I recommend that you do is follow them first on LinkedIn. Engage with their posts daily in the comment section. If you start to have a conversation with people on a regular basis in the comments, they will not ignore you like they will a DM. They will not think you're icky or tacky as long as you're not trying to spam them in the comments, right? Like, don't just like, hey, I can sell you SPN. Hey, buy SPN. Hey, you should visit SPN, right? Don't do that. If they don't know you, don't do that because you're going to rub them the wrong way. Instead, you want to talk about what they're talking about. You want to go with the flow of their conversation. You don't want to grade on them. You don't want them to get the block or anything else, right? You do that in comments. Now, when they start to show up on your posts in your comments, that's where you can send them a connection request and ask for a meeting because now you've got them. Okay? Because now they know more about you. They see you as a person. they probably, in fact, this happens to me more often than not, they probably will send you a connection request. It does take a little bit more time and effort, but it works so much better than you just trying to send DMs and trying to craft the perfect DM. If you don't know what DM stands for, it stands for direct message. Okay. You're sending me an email basically via a platform. So you go to Iraboman's profile, you hit the message button, that's a DM. Okay. So if you will go in on a regular basis, could be daily, could be weekly, could be whatever frequency you want. But the closer, so you probably don't want to do it by the hour because they're going to think you're a stalker, right? But if you go once a day, like go hang out with Mike O'Connor online once a day, find his 3 posts that he made for that day, make a comment on each one of those posts, catch his attention that way. He's like, hey, who is this Jackie person? Who is this Stuart person? Okay, let me find out. So then, you know what I mean? So in the comments, so then you might notice they viewed your profile. They want to know a little bit more about you. They start to respond to your comments. They start to comment on your post. Now, if you send them a direct message, that's a natural progression at that point. This is the kind of stuff that I teach at Bowman Coaching, by the way. So if you're looking to get much further, much faster, then you need to invest $100 in yourself with a coaching session. You can do that at Iraboman.com. It's really easy. It's my name. Put a .com behind my name, and I will come up and book a session, and I'll teach you how to do this stuff really quickly. Okay. So anyways, don't send people direct messages if you don't know them. It's a bad strategy. It's not just one message. You have to understand that. Everybody's getting a spam message, at least one every day, at least one. And people have fatigue. They have direct message spam fatigue. So you have to try a different strategy, one that will work, right? And there's too many of you using automated DMs. If you're doing any automated direct messages, you're totally failing. You are failing miserably, and you don't even know it. You actually can be hurting yourself, causing more damage. You might get a sale or two every once in a while out of it, and you think, great, I'm just running the numbers. Yeah, but you're killing your reputation. The opportunity cost is super high. So there's that. Okay. Photos have been DM'd. I am going to go get them right now, and I'm going to pull them up. Okay, so we're going to look at Stuart's woodwork, which I think is going to be awesome. There they are. Oh, wow, that is awesome. Okay, so did you send me just that one, or did you send me both? Nope, you sent me both. Okay. Let me share my screen. There we go. Okay. Check that out. So Stuart Gerber, this week, his business was a little bit slow. Tell us in the comments, Stuart, what do you do? Maybe we can get you some business. But he made this headboard, right? That is beautiful. Super cool. Okay, and then there's another picture, which is right here. Mountain, what did you call it? You called it mountain artwork. I'm going to go to the other. Here we go. Reclaimed wood, mountain wall art. So the white, I'm presuming, are the snow caps, right? These are the mountains, snow caps. Anyway, super cool. Good job, man. Very good. So Stuart, first of all, I'm impressed that you engaged, that you were able to get me the pictures that quick, but I'm also impressed with your skills, man. I couldn't do that. I could do that in Photoshop and Illustrator and on Canva, but not so much in real life. So good job. Good job. We're talking about, how to grow. It's not rocket science. There is science to it. Trust me, there's actually a lot of science to what I do. But what makes me unique is and good at sales, frankly. I have an innate ability or understanding of the human psyche and to think about things from the other person's point of view. I think that's what most people lack, honestly. Like when you're sending your DMs that read like a whatever, But we know that it's, it's just copy paste. You didn't write that to me. You just wrote that and you added my name in it, and probably Alfred or some automated software, which you're not, I don't recommend, did it for you. I get emails from people. This is how I know. I get emails from people telling me they want to create my website, or they want to help me with my SEO, or they want, there's all kinds of stuff, right? They want to help me increase my sales. I'm like, okay. Well, that's pretty good. I love it when people tell me they're going to help me build my network. I'm a growth hacker. I'll help you build your network. And I look at their network and they get like, 2,500 people. I legitimately get these emails from people because they're not sending them to me. They're sending them to out in mass. They didn't even take the time to look to see that I have 200,000 people following me. How are you going to, which one, your 2,500 people, how are you going to help me? If you were really that good at it, why don't you have them yourself? You know what I mean? Like one of my clients this week got an email from an SEO company. They sent him an email and they said, we analyzed your website and you're in danger because out of a 100-point check, these 53 things were bad. And if you hire us, we'll fix them and your SEO score will go through the roof. So he sent it to me with a chuckle, thinking I'm going to get Ira's goat. The first thing I did was go to their website and analyze their website. And that the website that I analyzed for them, the competition that was going to help my client, right? They had lower SEO rankings than my client's website, which is only 5 months old. In 5 months, I've built a website with higher SEO rankings than the company that does it for a living and that was advertising to them. That's not my website. My website destroys them. But you know what I mean? It's like, okay, if you're going to have automated stuff, you better have some really, really good checks and balances. Because again, now what you've done, every one of those that I just mentioned, they've ruined their reputation with me. Every one of them. Like, you know what I mean? So be careful what you do, especially if you're going to automate anything. They are very nice. They are very nice. There is no doubt about it. Okay. Business strategy, channel partnerships, and business mentoring. Peridot. Oh, yeah. Peridot is a big company. I know Peridot. Cool. Have you seen how people are tricking the AI by adding an emoji at the front of their name? So the first character is that when in bots, right? Those DMs comes as hi, blah, 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 blah. Yep. Well, that's one of the things. I actually don't like the emoji in the name, but that is one of the reasons why people are doing it. So I'm not an AI fan. I got to tell you, every single post you see of me, every single comment you see from me, every response, whether it's email or DM, I don't automate any of it. If you get a message from me, it's me. I don't have a virtual assistant. I don't have a secretary. Everything is written by my hand. It's thought by my brain, and it's in that moment. I don't pre-schedule posts, none of it. It's all 100% me. And anyways, there's a reason I do it. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like their score, Mike, was an 8. And they had, I think it was 9, if I remember right, they had 9 referring IPs in their 100 and whatever backlinks. No traffic, no domain authority, no backlink. I mean, nothing. And this guy was going to tell us that he was going to help, my client crush their SEO. Come on. She loves them. Yeah, I don't love them. I like emojis now. I just don't like it in the names. But I think it depends, Sherry, when I'm coaching people. It depends on what they do, the industry that they're in, and where they are in their career journey. Like if you're a business owner and you don't care, great, love it. But if you're in like the financial industry and you're looking for a job and you have emojis in your name, that's going to kill you. That's going to prevent you from even getting an honest look in a lot of cases, because most people are going straight to the LinkedIn profile. And so if they see that you're not being serious, and they take that as not serious. So it just is what it is. It's different strokes for different folks. And I totally get that, it's art. So people have different opinions, but that's the counterpoint. Get SPN local taken down off Twitter. Yep. He's talking about automation, by the way. That's more personable. Awesome, Ira. Yeah, well, it is what it is. I am about relationships, first and foremost, right? So why don't I have 2 million followers? Well, because I refuse to be phony. I don't copy and paste other people's posts. I actually got accused of that last week. Somebody was being snarky with me and said, you're not even employed. They said, you're unemployed. They were just being mean. They were trying to like cut me down. Whatever. I'm self-employed. There's a big difference. I made a post about that, so you guys know about that. But the other thing they said is you just need to stop copying and pasting. And I'm like, I think you're confused. If you see my post somewhere else, it's not because I copied and pasted it. It's because other people have done that. And I don't mind if people share my stuff. Fine, knock yourself out. But I didn't do it. I don't even repost my old posts. I've written more posts probably than every single person watching this combined because I post every single day, multiple times a day for multiple businesses a day, not just me. What you see as Iraboman. And then I have Bowman Digital Media. I have Project Help You Grow. I have Bowman Coaching. And then I have all the companies that I manage. And I'm just going to tell you a secret. You don't know all the companies I manage because some of them don't want you to know, right? So I'm making all these posts. I get paid to do this. I make more posts than anybody I know. Anybody I know. I have never once gone into like an automated scheduler and had them put posts out for me. I've never copied from a list and said, you know what, this is the post I'm going to use today. Now, I do have some companies where I've written their posts in advance so that they can pre-approve them. I do have that. So that's the closest I get to quote unquote automating. But that's just because there's layers of approval and I want to make sure that I'm good, right? Because you want your customers to be happy. Sherry is awesome. Sherry's another one of those. Like if I said the same thing about Jackie, I mean the same thing about Sherry. Sherry and Jackie are like peas in a pod. If you want somebody who's going to like engage with you, real now. Sherry's a good person. So go ahead and connect with her. And look, as soon as I said that, she agrees with me. It's funny. Oh, there's no doubt. You would not do well in certain industries, but that's okay. You do fine in your industry. And, you're not looking for a job, which helps too. But in the print industry, as you know, we get a little bit more crazy and we deal with color, which a lot of people that aren't in the print business don't get that. Like my wife teases me all the time. Now don't look at my glasses now, but she wants everything to be like white and brown and tan. And I'm like, no, I want colors, man. I want that's why I have all these different colors of glasses. You guys have seen them. I've got my reds and my blues and my greens and yellows. And, you know what I mean? I don't have black. It's the only color of glasses I don't have. Why do I have white? Because nobody wears white. If everybody wore white, I'd wear black. You know what I mean? We like color in the print business. So totally get it. I'm going to steal every post you do for Speed Network. He steals. Mike's a thief. You heard it here, folks. You heard it here first, folks. Hello's Ira. I've been watching on the phones. I could listen. I don't know what that means. Good morning, Damon. Damon's he still can't type, no doubt. Damon is the co-founder of Exit Your Way. So he's one of my partners at Exit Your Way. Damon Pasterka, hi buddy. Hope you're having a good day. He is always having a good day. Damon is a guy, even when he's building a rock wall in his backyard, he's having a good day. I love that guy. I love his attitude. Okay. So we are over time. In fact, I'm quite a bit over time and I need to run. So it's been fun. I will have, this happens every week, by the way, guys. So if you're curious, you want to follow me live. If you like the format of the show, this is pretty much the format I'm going to keep for this show. It's going to be highlights of the week. I'm going to give you some tips on networking. I'm going to give you some tips on Bowman Digital Media. I did not play the time video. I meant to. In fact, let me find it real quick because I want to. Because this is the one thing I want you guys, like, if I could share one message this week with the world, this is the message that I want to share. So hang on a second. This will be my parting video here.
another 60 seconds of Bowman Coaching. Today we're talking about the value of time in building a relationship. Online, in person, personal, professional. You cannot buy more time. It's a limited commodity. All of us get the exact same amount. So when you invest time supporting people, look, it's not about the sales pitch. This is a not pitch thing. This is a support comment thing. When you show people that you care about them, you're being selfless, giving to them, you're showing them that you value them. Words can be cheap, but when you persistent, consistent, support somebody with your time, you're present, it makes them feel good, and that is something that will help you establish rapport. My name is Iraboman. That was another 60 seconds of Bowman Coaching. Have a great day.
Okay, so with that, take time today and engage in comments of folks that you want to send a direct message to, that you would like to have that meeting with. Instead of sending them the direct message, asking them for the appointment straight away. That's too forward for most people because they have the DM fatigue. Again, what I want you to do is comment on their post. I am about to end this show and I'm going to start Follow Me Friday. I do this every week, week in and week out. Done it for a year and a half, I think. Anyways, in that post, everybody who's there is looking to build their network. That's why they're there. So you can be a little bit more forward there. What I want you to do is make comments, let people know that you're there. I'm going to ask you a question. I do icebreaker questions all the time. Last week I did one on sports. So, every week I do something a little bit different. But what I want you to do, no matter what the icebreaker question is, answer it. And then after you answer it, go and view the profile of every other person who's commented and hit the follow button. Then go back to the comments and go, hey, so-and-so, I just followed you. Would you like to follow me back? Invite them to the dance. And it starts the rapport building process faster. So if you're looking to grow faster, Follow Me Friday was designed just for that purpose. It's part of the Project Help You Grow Growth Incubator. It takes a lot of work and it doesn't do much for me because everybody who participates is already following me anyways. And I'm already following them because I follow everybody back. Okay. So for growth, for me, it doesn't do much, but for you, it could do a lot unless you have already followed everybody that's followed me and you're bigger than me, but most of you aren't. So if you want to grow to my size, that's all I can really do. I can help you grow to my size with Follow Me Fridays, but I continue to do it because as I build each and every week, I add hundreds or if not thousands of followers every week. And when I do, there's more people for you to connect with. Okay, that's Follow Me Friday. It's a post that happens right after the show is over. Usually takes me about 10 minutes to launch it. Okay, that is the show for the week. I hope that you have had fun. I certainly have had fun having fun entertain you. If that is in fact what I did, that was my hope anyways, was to entertain you and to make you smile. So with that, I will turn on some sweet music and we will boogie on out of here. And I will see you in Follow Me Friday in about 10 minutes. Have a great day, everybody.